Hi, I'm Sharona. I've lost over 120 pounds and kept it off for over 5 years. But let me be honest, this wasn't some fairy tale transformation. It was a battle, one I fought for decades, and I learned the hard way that quick fixes and wishful thinking will never create real change. If you ever felt stuck in a cycle of diets, surgeries, broken promises, then this story is for you. I was in my early 20s, 130 pounds, and convinced by my boyfriend that I was too fat. That's where all this started, with someone else's opinion and my own insecurities. He suggested I take medication to lose weight. I trusted him. I trusted the doctor, and I took the pills. Big mistake. The doctor handed me some special herbs, he called it, something he compounded himself out of special medications that nobody knew about. Completely unregulated. At first, I lost 10 pounds. Great, right? Except within a month, I had gained 50. My metabolism was wrecked, and I found myself sick and at 170 pounds. Wonder how I've gotten here and how I can fix this and feel better. And that was just the beginning. Like most people, I turned to dieting, Weight Watchers, calorie counting, starving myself on lettuce for a week at a time. I tried it all. Every time the pattern was the same. Lost 10 pounds but then gained double back. I was obsessed with the numbers, but the minute I stopped tracking, the weight. Why? Because none of it was sustainable. None of it was real change. Fast forwarding to my wedding. My husband and I were excited to start a family, but life threw us another curveball: infertility. We spent 8 years trying to have kids, going through rounds of medication that caused massive weight gain. 10 to 15 pounds overnight, in a total of boosting of over 70 pounds. By the time we were done, I was over 250 pounds. I felt trapped in my body. I had no confidence, no self-esteem, and no energy. And yeah, through it all, my husband stood by me, supportive and patient. But I knew something had to change. I couldn't live like this anymore. At that point, I thought surgery is the fix. So I went and got a lap-band surgery, which was another big mistake. I went to it thinking it would solve my weight problem forever. Instead, it made my life miserable. I couldn't eat properly, most meals came right back up, and I wasn't losing the weight. Worse, I wasn't nurturing my body anymore. I was getting weaker, not stronger. And yes, I lost some weight, which started to come back faster than before. Eventually, I had to have the lap band removed. The whole experience was a wake-up call. I was looking for shortcuts when I was really needing was a complete mindset shift. While under the knife for the removal, I decided that I should try bariatric surgery, thinking this would be my breakthrough. This time, I was more realistic. I knew it wasn't a magic bullet, but I saw it as a tool, one I could use to jumpstart my journey. And it worked. I lost 30 pounds, but progress was slow. After some complication, I was stuck again. And I realized something. Surgery wasn't enough. If I didn't change my habits, I would not only not lose anymore. Worse off, I gained it all back, just like I always had. That's when I discovered semaglutide, the active ingredient of Ozempic. I heard people call it the miracle shot, and honestly, they weren't wrong. I started taking small doses weekly and saw incredible results. Over time, I lost another 87 pounds. But here's the thing, the shot wasn't the secret. It was a tool. It gave me the edge I needed. But I really changed my life were the small, consistent habits built around it. Here's what no one tells you. Losing weight isn't about finding the perfect diet or the magic solution. It's about building a life you can actually sustain. After bariatric surgery and semaglutide, I realized that most people regain the weight after a few years because they don't change their habits. I refuse to let that be my story. I started making small, manageable changes, things I could do every day without burning out. These changes weren't flashy, but they work. I'm here to tell you all about it and guide you through your journey. Small things that I have learned in my journey, things like how to prepare yourself to side effects and how to minimize them, and things like daily movement. Nothing crazy, just consistent. Simple meals, healthy, balanced, that easy to maintain, and focus a mindset. I stopped aiming for perfection and started aiming for progress. Today, I'm 120 pounds lighter and living a life I love. I'm not just physically healthier, I'm more happier, I'm more confident, and more at peace with myself than ever before. And the best part, I know I'll never go back to where I was. Not because of a surgery or a pill or a shot, because I've created a system that works for me. Now it's your turn. If you're tired of the yo-yo dieting, the frustration, and the constant feeling of failure, I want you to know something. You can change. You just need the right tools and the right mindset. I've been where you are. I know what it feels like to want to give up, but I also know what's impossible when you take control of your story. So are you ready to start yours?